Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Aderans UK Live. You're here with me and Bradley, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's probably halfway through the month of January now to still be saying that. But if you've not seen people, we always want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and hope everybody's really well, isn't it? It's for me. It's lovely to be back in the studio with Bradley again.
Definitely feels like it's been a long time.
It really does, actually. It seems as if, well, I can't remember when it was before Christmas, but it seems an awful long time.
It was a long way back.
Yeah.
I mean, feels like we're doing this for the first time again. I've had to learn how to even turn this machine on today. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's learning all over again because we've had a little bit too long a longer break, isn't it, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's our fault for having too much.
How dare we?
Yeah, having too much time off and having a break from everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
I just wanted to say, just before anybody wonders about what we're doing and where we are back in the studio at the moment. We're both tripled, we're boosted
yeah,
up,
we've got
plus
it all.
weeks. I mean, mine was before Christmas. I was very lucky, so mine's well and truly in my system. I've lateral flowed this morning.
Snap.
Oh, we have no sound. This is a good start, isn't it? Brilliant.
We'll start again.
Okay. Right, so please, if you can hear us, do let us know.
Yeah, as soon as you actually can hear us, just shout.
Yeah, if the sound is now on, please do let us know.
Right.
We can see that it's going up and down, but it's been doing that the whole time.
Okay, well,
we'll keep going.
Yeah, we'll start again. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
For the second time. It's great for both Bradley and myself to be back in the studio again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been quite a long break for us, and we've missed all of you, and hopefully you've missed all of us over the past few weeks as well. We've just been told the sound's fine now, so we had a little bit of a hiccup in that first couple of minutes.
A little bit is an understatement tonight, Jane.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it quite calm here. We've had a few little errors in incidents tonight, but actually we're here, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, we're triple boosted, upped, and
we're
all free of COVID.
We're back in the office, me and Bradley, so we're back in the studio. We've all been injected, boosted, and everything else, isn't it? And we've both lateral flowed this morning, so we're sat here without our masks on because we actually feel quite comfortable with one another. So
neither of us are avid party animals, really, are we? So
far from it.
We're okay. We're in good company here.
Hot bath in a book, isn't it? Really,
lovely. That's just what I need, and I'm going to do that when I get in after this.
Yeah, it's all about making time for yourselves. So today, really, because we're in January, we were thinking New Year's resolutions, and that's that horrible term. And you always think, oh, do I need to make one? If I make one, you feel really obliged to stick to it. Yeah. And I think sometimes if you make them too soon in January, you never ever stick with them at all. Really.
No, I think you need to give yourself that buffer period. I always say maybe they start the 3rd or 4th of January. You've got to get over that New Year's Eve hangover, really.
Yeah, I mean, we're the 19th of January now, so if you've not made a New Year's resolution, now is probably that time to really start thinking about maybe changing something in your life, making that New Year's resolution for yourself. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. And I think if you're going to choose one to do, is trying to make it that it is manageable, that you've got that time in your day or your week or your month to do it. So you're not putting too much pressure on yourself. And I think that's sometimes really, Bradley, when they all go wrong, if we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to actually do them.
Yeah.
Have you done one for this year, Bradley?
I actually have. And I was going to say to you, I think for me, I've found the best way to stick to it is to actually voice it out loud, and then everyone knows.
Oh, and then we can also, are you still doing that?
And they can hold you to it. So I'm not doing any of I'm giving this up, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, because I won't stick to it. Yeah. I'm so bad with all that. So my resolution this year is to be more open to opportunities that come my way.
Be more spontaneous.
Maybe not that. I don't think
quite.
I don't want to sign myself up for that one. I'm too anxious to be spontaneous. But I think, if there is, just be open to things and then let them kind of come to you, because I've been very in my little bubble for the last 2 years. So I think it's time to start doing stuff a bit more.
I think that's it. I think we've all been very kind of, as you said, in our own bubbles for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And you get quite anxious to be going out and being in crowds of different people. So I think you have to take it in your own pace, isn't it? To actually be able to make any changes. And I think you're quite right. You don't make anything too big, and just make it manageable.
Exactly.
If you are actually going to actually do anything.
And don't just say no straight away, because that's been my thing. No.
Yeah.
Oh no, can't do that.
Yeah.
I need to say yes.
Say yes more often.
Say yes.
But learn to say no to the things that you don't want to do as well.
Have healthy boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that goes into why I thought this would be such a good thing for us to talk about today. Because I feel like there's things we all put off and we avoid doing, and they're in the back of our head, and then maybe it's time to bring those to the surface and do them. So, did you set yourself a resolution this year?
Well, I haven't yet.
Okay.
But I've got 2 things in mind that I am going to do. One, I'm going to actually make sure, because I have got incredibly lazy, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to walk more.
Okay.
I'm not going to say I'm going to the gym, because I join every gym and I go twice and I don't go again.
See, this is the problem.
Really, really bad, and I know my faults. So I enjoy walking, and I'm looking forward to the lighter evenings when I can get out on the South Downs and actually walk. And I actually enjoy nature as well. And the thing I used to do many, many years ago, when my daughter was a lot younger, was a lot of photography.
You did. I remember seeing some.
Yeah, so I have cameras at home and lenses and all sorts of things. And I'm going to resurrect my photography.
That's such a nice one.
Yeah.
And you can combine the two.
I can combine the two when I'm out walking, either if it's around buildings or in the country or on the beach.
Yeah.
And start actually working at my photography again, which I used to really enjoy. Used to get a lot of pleasure from it. And, it was exhibited in different places. So that's going to be my year this year.
Brilliant.
To do
I love that. Well, you have to keep us all involved in that, and we'll put some pictures up that you've taken in maybe 6 months' time.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Best. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'd love to hear your resolutions, and if there's anything that you have been meaning to do for the last year, 2 years, or maybe longer, maybe there's things you've been putting off looking into, one of which could be coming to see us. There's certainly things that I've been putting off, like going to the dentist, because I'm terrified of it. But I'm going to make an appointment, and I'm going to go, because it's in the back of my mind, and it's just a normal thing to do. You have to do it. So
yeah, same as me with my glasses. I've actually got an appointment this Saturday.
Okay.
And I've been putting off going to get my eyes tested again. I don't have time, this, that, and everything else. So now this Saturday I'm going to do that as well.
Well done.
So we do put things off, and we have to try not to, really. And I think if any of you are out there and you're thinking, it's a new year, you want a new look, you want to try something different, now's a great time to do it, really.
Yeah.
Come into any of our salons throughout the UK. We've got 7 different salons in different locations. We also supply other hairdressers as well. So if we're not local to you, we can put you in the right direction to where you could go to see somebody else. And go in and maybe try that short hairstyle or that long hairstyle on, or that change of colour. And I think sometimes when we get into that new year, we want to make those little differences to ourselves, don't we?
Definitely.
It kind of perks you up, makes you feel better, because we're at the time when we've got like the longest days. It's dark when we go to work, dark when we leave work. We only see that little bit of sunlight or lightness when we actually pop out in our lunch break.
Yeah.
So make those, if you're thinking of making that change, give us a call and get yourself booked in. All the consultations are free of charge. You could also go in for an imaging service. Those are actually charged for in some of our salons, but you actually get the opportunity to try on lots of different styles, lots of different wigs, and take your selfies with them as well. So you can see what you're going to look like in a completely new style. So I think that's the time to actually do it. It's the time we start thinking about ourselves, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is. I think in more ways than just self-improvement. I think it's just a good time to out with the old. This is where I'm going. This is the new. So I had a really nice opportunity recently to visit the hair centre, the Aderans hair centre.
You did, didn't you? Just before.
I did. And we had a lovely video, which we're going to have to premiere on YouTube because I'm very close to throwing the computer out of the window.
This is one of our hiccups tonight.
One of the hiccups. So unfortunately, we haven't got that to show you, but I can tell you all about it because it was really exciting.
Yep.
And I think that's one of the great things that you can do this year. If there's like a niggling problem, sort it out, look into it, go discuss it with someone. I felt so much better having been to talk about it.
And who did you go to talk to, Bradley?
I went to see Emma in our Hove branch, which obviously was very convenient for me because we work.
And she's so lovely.
She's so lovely, so
very
sweet,
very calm.
Just pulled all of the information out of me, even though I was a bit resistant to talking about it.
Yeah.
So that was really great, and I highly recommend that. And there's so many things on offer for you, obviously, as well. So whatever your problem, we have a solution.
Yeah, whether it's actually just thinning hair, maybe you've got a dry, itchy scalp, you don't know what to do. You've got kind of that combination hair, your scalp's dry, your hair's greasy, anything like that, thinning hair, your hair's falling out, and it's not stopping, and you're not sure why. Go along to see Emma in Hove, Elizabeth in London, and they're going to be able to actually help you. They do lots of different treatments in the actual salon as well. So you can have treatments in the salon, but also treatments that you can actually take home with you as well to do at home, which is really good. You had the ESR, treatment today, skin,
I actually didn't ask what it was called when I had it done, but so I went in for what turned out to be quite a standard problem for this time of year, which I wasn't aware of. But I've been getting a very, very dry. Well, I didn't know if it was dry. I found out it was dry. Just a very, very irritable temple area back here.
Okay, and itchy as well?
So itchy.
So itchy, so you want to be doing this all the time.
And then followed from that, you'd get dandruff. And then I started to really scratch it, would get irritated.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what was going on. But I had the is it the ESR treatment?
It's the ESR treatment. It's got a package to show you.
So this is an at-home one,
This is the at-home package.
I got this to take away.
Did you?
Of course I did.
Oh, you lucky boy. So Bradley's got one of these. Beautiful. These are absolutely fantastic. I've actually got one at home as well that I started using towards the end of last year on my actual face. And it is really, really good product to actually use. They do a in-salon treatment, which is a little bit more in-depth and a little bit more intense.
Yeah, so I found that it was, because obviously with the needle size on these is very, very small. So it's
very,
not
very
painful.
minute. You're talking like...
less than a millimetre, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a minute needle. You can actually see it. So in the pack, you actually get the actual serum. And this is the first product that has actually got the serum already infused into it. Because before you would have to actually put the serum on and then you would do the needling. But now you can actually just take the lid off that product and it just goes into the inside here. So you just pump it down. Got a protector on the roller at the moment. And if I bring that quite close to the camera, you can see all the hundreds of needles that are on there, but they are very, very fine.
You're also very out
very,
of focus
very
right
short.
now, unfortunately.
Okay,
but they are there. They are definitely there.
So you would just pump it down 3 times, and that actually brings the serum into the top. And then if you were going to use it on your face, which is what I've been doing, you would double cleanse your face to begin with. And then you would actually rub the roller on. And you can see the serum is actually coming through because it's looking a bit shiny. And you would do this in every direction, covering the whole area. And you're probably asking yourself, what does this actual treatment do? What it does, it improves all your skin texture. It also exfoliates the skin as well. And this can actually be used on your skin, on your face, but it can also be used on the scalp as well. So if you're without hair in any area, it's really good to actually use on your scalp as well. It rejuvenates damaged skin as well for you. It nourishes the skin, and it regenerates. Well, it's a regeneration, so it stimulates the hair follicle and causes regeneration in the actual hair, but also in the skin. And you need to have a healthy scalp, healthy skin to actually promote any kind of hair growth. It actually encourages the collagen as well, and that's really important. And when I'm doing this, it's because this is just the at-home treatment. It's just a little bit scratchy. It's nothing too painful at all. I know you said earlier, Bradley, when you had yours done, because Bradley had the treatment done, the in-salon treatment, it is a little bit more intense, and you found, because your temple area is so tender anyway in that area, that you did find it a little bit kind of uncomfortable with that. That's not the right word, really, because it wasn't too.
So the only reference point I can make is I have one tattoo. And when I had that tattoo done, for the first maybe 3 seconds, it felt a little bit scratchy, slightly odd. And then after that, you just adjust to it, and you.
Well, your endorphins really, kick in.
I think they kick in as well, but you do just relax into it. And I think the most unpleasant thing about it was just that it made a strange noise that sounded slightly like an insect.
Yeah, just a little slight buzz.
Yeah, but it was
and that's because when they actually do it in the in-salon treatment, they've got their machine. It's actually electrical and it's actually plugged in, and then they've got a needling implement that they actually go over the scalp or whichever area they're actually treating, and it is just like a very kind of silent buzz in the background, really.
Yeah, it was very pleasant. I actually really enjoyed it.
I expect you did.
It's nice to be able to just have something down. It's always nice when somebody plays with your scalp in some way. It's quite a relaxing experience, but it's helped a lot already. So it's very nourishing was the main reason, and that's really
did
helped.
Emma recommend that you go back for another in-salon treatment, or is it something you can just carry on at home with now?
It's something I can carry on at home with, but we're going to check in. And have a look. I think it's always good to have a follow-up with this kind of thing. But she gave me a whole package, tailor-made to what I need to do.
Fantastic.
And it's helped, so that's great. So I solely recommend, obviously, a visit to the
And did she recommend you any different shampoos or conditioners?
So I have been given the Metaceuticals.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, we do a range of, in our Aderans hair centres, we do a range of shampoos, treatments, conditioners, at-home treatments and in-salon treatments from a company called Metaceuticals. And they are a combination of treatments, so we can treat any kind of combination of skin or hair if you do actually have hair as well. Fantastic treatments. And also for any of you, if you're going through chemotherapy, they actually help your own scalp and hair when you're actually going through your treatment and after treatment as well. So again, if you've got any questions on that, call any of the people at our Aderans hair centres and they're going to be there and they're going to actually be able to help you with any kind of hair loss or scalp problems that you might actually have, isn't it?
And visit the website as well, which is below Jane.
Oh, so I looked down.
Just there. Or call the number, which is right here. And one of our customer service team will be able to assist you in pointing you in the right direction and who to speak to. But honestly, such a nice experience. It's my first real experience with anything trichology based.
Yeah.
Really loved it.
Very good.
I think because it's quite scientific as well.
Yeah, it's
interesting,
isn't it?
To learn about it. And obviously to go through that process of a consultation, you learn so much about yourself and what you're doing in terms of your health and what's good for your hair and scalp and your skin.
And if you're doing the right things, because at the end of the day, everything that goes in has to actually come out of us.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure you're putting all the goodness into your body, but also you don't want to kind of overdose with things either.
Well, this is something I will learn
because you can actually have too much of a good thing, can't you?
Can.
And if you have too much of a good thing, it just goes into a waste product and all comes out again.
Well, it does, or it triggers certain hormones to be released, which actually cause hair loss.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that was something I learned as well. So
you're cutting back on some of your protein things?
No. No, I heard that everything I was doing was very, very good. So the video, as I said, will be available for you tomorrow on YouTube.
I can't wait.
We're going to premiere that. It's a very good one. It's like a short feature-length film. Yeah, it was good. It was a really good insight into what you're going to get if you come into the hair centre in terms of a consultation, because I know that can be quite nerve-wracking. I know even I was a little bit worried about what I might discover or what I'd be asked.
Yeah, it is really, because when you think trichologist, you imagine you're going into somewhere and they're going to be somebody dressed in a white coat, sat behind a table, and they're going to ask you all these very invasive and personal questions. Yeah, and possibly judge you. I mean, they don't judge you. No. It's not their kind of job to actually judge. They're there to actually give advice and help. But I think if you go and do any of this and you see a trichologist, you have to be really honest.
Yeah.
To actually tell them what you are actually, what medication you might be on. Because medication, again, that plays such a big part with our hair and the hair loss that we might actually be going through. So go along, see somebody, and they will really be able to point you in the right direction. They might get you to go and just have some simple blood tests done to begin with your GP. Then they'll look at the actual results from your bloods, and then we'll actually be able to put you on the right course of treatment, isn't it? Which is great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed your treat today.
I did. Well, we covered a lot of ground. So we had the medical side, as in what sort of medicine you might be on.
Yeah.
Your diet.
It's very important.
Your fitness regime, exercise.
Family
your lifestyle, family history.
Yeah.
And then products that you use. So there was a full in-depth look into everything.
It's a lot of questions, isn't it?
It is, but it's so worth it.
So how long was your whole table appointment for?
So the actual discussion was about 40 minutes, I think. But you know what I'm like. I talk and talk and talk and talk. Or I couldn't get a word in, So, yeah, it was a 40-minute affair for that one. And then the treatment itself, because it was quite a remote area for me, it only went on for about 25 minutes in total.
Oh, still quite some time, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, again, that was me discussing it and talking it through.
Yeah, of course.
Filming
and
it for
having it
everybody.
Filmed as well, so it's going to take a little bit longer, really. I would guess that, your first appointment, if you went in to see Emma or Elizabeth, you'd have your consultation to begin with, and then they would recommend to you what to actually book in for, and then to go back for another appointment where they'll actually be able to start your treatments for you.
Well, this is the thing. I went in with no idea of what I needed to do. I just had a concern, and that was the avenue that I went for, and it's worked. So.
Yeah, but I mean, we're very lucky, aren't we, to actually be here in Hove and have somebody on site if we do have any concerns, isn't it, really?
Really lucky.
I think as the weeks go on, all of us would be like creeping into Emma's room and having a little chat about our different hair issues if we've actually got any of them at all.
Yeah, definitely. So solely recommend the hair centre. Check out the website, as we said, which is just there.
Yep.
And take a look around. And you can always inquire online as well about anything that you read there. So, Jane, obviously we don't have this video to show tonight, unfortunately.
I know, which is such a shame.
Which is a shame.
I was really looking forward to it.
So was I.
At least we could show you what the actual tool looks like if you're going to do it at home.
Yeah.
And you'll see Emma using the actual professional tool tomorrow if you actually tune in to the actual video. And we're going to be back again every 2 weeks again now, isn't it? So we're back to our regular slots of once a fortnight on a Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock, which is really great.
Yeah.
And we've got men's in 2 weeks' time.
We have,
I believe.
Which is an exciting one.
Yeah.
With another video premiere.
Yeah.
But I won't say anything else. We're not allowed to talk about it.
Well, we're not allowed to talk about that. It's amazing. It's very, very good.
It's very good.
Yeah. Yeah. So for any of you who've got husbands, boyfriends out there who are thinking, do they need to wear a hairpiece? What is it going to actually be like before and after? It's a really good one to actually tune into and see what a difference wearing hair and what hair makes a difference to somebody. How it actually all of a sudden just takes years off you.
Yeah.
It is incredible, isn't it?
It's quite a transformation. And we won't say anything else.
No, we're keeping that for the second.
It's a big premiere. You'll start to see bits about it soon, but you won't want to miss it.
Yeah.
You won't want to miss it.
Yeah, we've got lots of really interesting things coming up over the next few months as well.
We've planned our whole year. We have many guest speakers.
Yeah.
A lot of good topics that we're going to be covering. A lot of relevant topics as well for things going on right now.
Yeah.
And as always, we will adapt and change as things happen throughout the year. Hopefully this year's a little bit more stable.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, Boris said today, no more working from home, wasn't it? I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think that's what he was announcing today.
Okay.
I don't know what other announcements he's going to be making. You can never tell, can you, really?
You never know. He just pops up.
Yeah, he does, bless him. So everybody, I think, is going to start coming back to the workplace.
Brilliant.
It's all going to start getting a lot busier as well. And I think everything's getting, dare we say it, slightly back to some kind of normality.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it. I know you don't want to say that at all, do you? Just in case. So yeah, lots of good plans for this year.
Yeah, and we've got plenty of new launches on the way. Some fantastic styles coming out in all of our new collections.
Yeah, great new colours as well.
Yeah, fantastic new colours. Some coming very, very soon.
Yes.
We have our high fashion range launching soon.
Yeah, that'll be in February as well.
It will be in February, and then we have a more the following month. And it's all coming out a little bit quicker this year.
It's all very quick.
So get really excited.
Which is really nice because, again, I think, you all want something different and you fancy a little bit of a change. So it's nice. We get excited when we get new collections out in new weeks out. And we've got a couple of new collections on the way as well.
We have.
Some point in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And those are very, very exciting. And made from a completely different type of fibre to what you're used to as well. So that's going to be really interesting as well.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you abreast of everything that we've got coming out. When it comes out, we'll actually let you know.
Mm-hmm.
And keep you aware of everything that's happening in Aderans, isn't it?
Yeah, and there is a lot.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and we will see you every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you for joining both of us this evening. Apologies for our video, but these things do actually happen sometimes. It will be out on YouTube tomorrow, so take a chance if you've got 5 minutes to actually have a look at that. And we'll be back with you in 2 weeks' time on the 2nd of February.
We will.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing you.